Hey guys, I'm recording this update video. There will be no camera, and you guys are gonna get used to that for a while. And essentially, I'm gonna do an update video. If you guys have been watching my channel for months, a year, I don't know how long have y'all been watching. I know some of y'all have been watching me forever, which is kind of creepy. You freaking stalkers! Like, come on, guys. I'm just kidding. Obviously, you guys obviously aren't stalking. Like, this is stuff I upload publicly. Like, I can't get mad if someone's watching me because that's the whole point of YouTube. I want people to watch me. Or I can just lie and say that you guys are stalkers. I don't know. You pick your poison. But anyways, I like to do these kinds of update videos like every once in a while, just because I like to let you guys know on the gist. I don't. To me, it's not just my journey; it's y'all's journey too. I like to consider this a community. I've had a lot of fun doing this kind of stuff. But this is gonna be an update video. There's gonna be some changes, and I also want to go in depth with all the issues I've had with the YouTube stuff. For those who have been watching me for the past month, there's been two major issues that I'm gonna get into. One of them is my laptop sucks, so the quality of my videos haven't been as good, or at least the way I want to, because I'm a perfectionist. I want things to be perfect, and I know I will admit this last month I think I've made my best videos yet. I'm gonna be honest, and I think a lot of y'all I think a lot of y'all can agree with that. I don't know, especially because there's a lot of new people here, so I don't know if I don't know. I think I showcase more of my personality. I think I showcase a lot more of me. I'm more personal. Not only that, but my vlog channel is doing pretty well. So you guys have not just seen me, but also kind of the things I do with my friends, and just this shit, the usual. And the other issue I've had is demonetization. I got demonetized last week, and I'll get into a little more of that. But there's gonna be some changes. But let me talk about these things more in depth. So I'm happy with what we're doing. Just reached 2,000 subscribers. It felt like that took so long, and it's weird because it just happened so quick. I uploaded those EDP 445 videos, and then boom, my channel went skyrocketing. Like I gained like a little over 200 subscribers. That's the most I've ever reached in such a short amount of time. So much love to all you guys. If you're new to the channel, you're more than welcome to stay here. Obviously, that it's your free will. But essentially, I can't record through my laptop. My videos in the past where I used my webcam. It's an expensive webcam that I invested in because I used to care so much about my audio and my camera stuff. And I kind of wish that I didn't focus too much on that, because I feel like really what's important when you do YouTube is yourself. Even a lot of the YouTubers you guys like, if you go search up their oldest videos, a lot of times they have like bad HD. Their camera looks like it was recorded straight from a microwave, you know? And I think that's a lesson that I've learned or it's a lesson that I had to learn the hard way, because there was a time where I paid $200 for StreamYard just so that I could stream, because I wanted to become a daily streamer. Until then I realized I didn't need to pay for it. No one's going to give a shit if there's a watermark in the background that said streamed by StreamYard, or if you can't even change your background. What people care about is yourself. They don't care about the background. That's something that I learned, and I wish I had known that before. And that's why I also get more into, I believe adults need to be role models on this site. I think every man here needs to be a leader, a role model, especially to the younger people. And to me, I hate that I invested so much of this money last year, and the people around me, the community I was in, normalized that. Like, they were like, "Oh yes, Isaac, it's cool to pay over $100 on this microphone, and I love this microphone." But honestly, and I bought this other mic too, and another mic that's like $80. It's a smaller version of this one. Honestly, I wish one of them had told me that, or instead of buying this 4K camera that cost me over $100, I wish they had told me, "Nah, Isaac, save your money on something else, especially because you're young." And that's the thing I promote. I promote making sure that you invest everything properly. I believe you shouldn't go out there buying the nicest car. Don't go buying the nicest clothes. You're young. Save that money and invest it into, like, honestly. And for those young guys out there who are looking for a car, Get a Honda Civic. Japanese made cars are freaking goated. Those shits rarely break apart. Even the oldest shit. I mean, sure, they're going to have their issues because you're probably buying an old used car. But honestly, I recommend just getting Japanese made cars if you're young and you're struggling, especially if you're a college kid. If you're in college, that more than likely means you're struggling. Unless you're some like rich, like Elon Musk kid. You know, then at that point, it doesn't matter. Daddy will buy you a Tesla, whatever. I don't freaking know. I never grew up rich, so, you know, that's it. But, you know, spending a lot of money on YouTube and all that, I really regret it. You know, the microphone, the camera, and all that, because now I can't use any of that. I can't stream from my computer. I can't record from my computer. And the lesson I learned, especially these last 2 months, is that you guys like it when I just showcase you guys, me as a person. Because my channel has been significantly more successful now than it was when I did Multiverse and Movies. You know, and these are some lessons that you kind of have to learn along the way. You know, and it's hard because I look back and I'm like, man, that money could have been used on bills and all that, because 2023 has been it's been a good, but yet it's been a year that I would call the Spider-Man year, where there's so much good in your life, but there's also so much bad. And I'm just using Spider-Man as Peter Parker because Peter has that in his life. You know, one day, I don't know, freaking JJ is writing a hit piece on him and won't pay Peter because I don't freaking know. Then all of a sudden his friend wants to kill him, but hey, at least he got to bang MJ. You know, there's a bad, there's a good. You know, that's the kind of thing, that's the kind of year I've had. This year, it's a year where I feel like I've changed a lot. I feel like I've learned a lot from myself, but it's also been a year that's been very hard financially, and also a lot of lessons I've learned along the way. I remember when I was doing movie talk, I cared so much about unimportant shit, and now it feels like I wasted so much time and energy on unimportant stuff. You know, when I was in movie talk, everyone was just talking about James Gunn did this, James Gunn did that. We had grown-ass 40-year-old fucking dudes who started having breakups online because of some James Gunn shit. There was blackmailing involved. There was all this bullshit. And that's why I'm really vocal when it comes to we need better role models. If you're a man and you have an audience, and especially when your audience has a decent amount of younger men out there who are looking for a voice, who are looking for a person to guide them. You know, we need more of that. That's why people might get annoyed that I share my beliefs, but the reason why I share it is because I want to be real with you guys. I am Christian, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to bring up God in videos. That's just me. And these are lessons that I want to teach other people. And if you don't like that, that's cool. I respect you. And in fact, even if you're atheist or Muslim or whatever, you're always going to be welcomed here. It's just that I will tell you that I'm going to bring that up. I believe in the sober lifestyle. I know, especially amongst guys my age, if you're in your early 20s, late teens, I know it's unpopular to say this, but sobriety is one of the coolest things out there. You're not focused on peer pressure. You're not letting other people control you. Alcohol tastes like ass, and getting drunk just feels shitty. Like, trust me, guys. And I mean this seriously. Getting drunk is the worst shit possible. Hangovers suck ass. It's just a major headache. And the only reason why you gave yourself that headache is because your friends told you to. Like, nah, being sober is badass. Don't smoke weed. Don't watch porn. Don't do all these degenerate, shitty things. And I feel like these are lessons that I want to teach. I want to do all that. And obviously, you have free will. You can unsubscribe or you can disagree or whatever. The thing is, I want to do more of that because there was a time where I was so focused on all this bullshit of James Gunn this, Marvel, Kevin Feige, She-Hulk sucks, whatever. It's like a lot of this stuff doesn't matter. And yet people dedicate 2-hour streams daily on this shit. And I'm so glad I left that side, because now when I look, anytime I even slightly look up movie talk, whether it's like a John Campea video or whatever, it's always just writers are on strike. AI is bad. And I'm like, why do I fucking care? Like, I don't mean to be that guy, but I got my own issues. I'm not about to go, because I remember when I was the last month, and this was one of the reasons why I decided to quit movie talk. There's many reasons. I've gone into it so many times, but one reason that I've never brought up was this little fuckface. And if he's still subscribed and if he still watches me, I hope you know that I'm talking about you. Some little fuck-headed dweeb fucking messaged me and said, Isaac, you should make a video about the writer strike, and you should change your profile picture to a WGA like thing. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. And then I also said I'm not going to make a video on that because I have no fucking, I didn't care. Like, I told him straight up, I said I didn't care. I didn't curse at him or anything, but I just told him I didn't care. And he said, oh, you don't care about employees getting fair wages? I said, no, that's cool. I want everyone to work and be able to make money. But to me, I didn't care because I have my own financial issues. I have worse financial issues than most of those writers. I'm not going to deny it. And so I don't really feel like talking about other people losing money. Like, that just feels weird. You know, that's even when I was doing my YouTube stuff. I didn't like doing box office videos. Like, who cares if Mario made $1 billion? Who cares if Shazam flopped or The Flash flopped? Like, who fucking cares? These are millionaires making money. Like, why do I fucking care? And this guy got so offended. This guy got so pissed, being like, oh, Isaac, why do you make a movie channel and then not talk about the important stuff? And then I told him, none of this is important. Who fucking cares if James Gunn put out an old tweet? Who cares if Zack Snyder didn't go comic accurate? Who fucking cares? At the end of the day, it's unimportant, and there needs to be better shit. And that pushed me to be like, all right, let me change it up. And even the stuff I talk about, not everything I talk about is important. You know, I mean, there's things that are important. Like, I think FouseyTube, I think it's important to talk about mental health, because I think a lot of people out there don't really properly understand mental health, because we live in a time where everyone tells you to go to therapy. Honestly, if you're one of those motherfuckers who is like, go to therapy, suck my ass, that shit ain't gonna cure you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. A therapist are just scammers. They literally just take your money so that you can cry in front of them. Like, I know that's a harsh take, but I come from the real world. I come from a world where money is everything. And money is everything, by the way. If you're someone who doesn't think money's everything, then you're probably some rich fuck. But let me keep it a buck right now. Money pays your bills, and if you can't pay your bills, you're going to be some homeless guy doing crack on the street. Would you rather do crack in a nice suburban household or crack in the streets of fucking Detroit? Obviously, I'm kidding about that. But I think there's things that I talk about now that I do care about, like the EDP stuff. I think it's important that we make sure we get this guy in trouble. We need people to make sure to know that this guy is a piece of shit, because 2 years on the internet is a decade essentially. Because now there's new kids out there on YouTube. They just got their first phone or whatever. They have unlimited internet access. A lot of people right now think EDP's in it, or not a lot, but there's a decent amount of people who think, and I think it's important to make these videos. And I think it's important that throughout the way, even my storytime videos, I like using storytimes to kind of tell you guys something that you can learn in your life, you know, mistakes that I've made that I want to change, you know. And that's why I really went into, and sorry if the video's rambling, but that's essentially what every update video is. Every update video is just me rambling essentially, but it's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Like, it's just, I want to talk about stuff that I care about. And there was a time, for a long time, where I didn't give a shit about this. I don't care about writer strike. I don't care if AI is doing shit. I don't care about any of that. It doesn't mean that I don't feel sympathy. There's a difference between sympathy and care. But I'm so glad I left that. I really am. Because there's this stuff that happened with Andy Signor, and I'm not going to get into it. But, man, that Andy Signor shit's so fucking toxic. There's people arguing with one another. And I'm like, bro, y'all are strangers on the internet. You guys are adults. I know none of them probably have a young audience. I think a lot of them are just people who are in their 30s, 40s, whatever. And all I think is, man, if you're trying to inspire people, you're doing a poor job. You're doing a poor job. And that's why, to me, I always try to make sure that I can tell people things I learned along the way, mistakes I made, regrets I have, and just talk about it. You know, I may not be the best. Some of y'all probably listen to this and think, Isaac, you ain't inspiring shit, bro. Or you ain't doing shit. Bro, you just sound like some old crazy man. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to tell you my truth. And if you want to listen to it, then sure, by all means, welcome. you know. But I don't know. I saw that Andy Signor shit. I'm like, thank God. Like, it's funny because when I rebooted, I got loads of messages, and a lot of them, most people were supportive. You know, especially you guys here in the comment sections. You know, a lot of you guys are supportive, but there were some people who were like, "You're doing the wrong choice. You're gonna confuse your audience. What the hell is a Dundo?" I had a lot of this. Like, I remember that same guy I was talking about earlier. Not going to reveal their name because this was a private DM, but this guy said your channel is going to die if you go this route because you've told your audience that this is the kind of content you want, and then changing it completely is going to confuse them. And I said, hey, by all means, unsubscribe if you want to. You know, I'm a small channel. Even if I confuse people, I'm confusing like 5 people. And honestly, if you're all that confused, like, I think it's a little odd. It's like, I think you should be able to figure out that I made an entire video about it, you know, because I did make a video about it. And I remember some people said, oh, you're going to come back to movie talk. And one time I did. It was just that James Gunn video. And the reason why I made that video was to tell people that this shit's so unimportant. Like, who cares? Oh my God. A Superman actor that made millions of dollars got fired for a new Superman actor that's going to make $1 million. Like, who fucking cares? Like, why is this such a big deal to people? Like, don't get me wrong, it's a big deal for me, a Superman movie, but I don't care about the behind-the-scenes shit. Just give me a good movie, and then I'll fuck off, you know? You'll take my money, and then I'll fuck off, and then, boom, there. We separate our parts, that's it. And so, changing up the style and changing up everything has been very good, but it's also brought its issues, but not because of that, but because, you know, my laptop stopped working, it's made stuff harder, and essentially, I'm not going to be recording from my phone as much anymore. You're going to see videos like this. So I'm right now recording through my microphone, my Blue Yeti microphone. I love this microphone. It's a goated microphone. It sounds significantly better than that cheap $10 microphone I have. And by the way, much love to that microphone. But the reason why I'm doing this is because I need my phone. I have people that need to talk to me. You know, people that depend on me. Whether it's family or anyone like that. And when I record a video, it takes up a lot of battery percentage. And when I was messing with my computer, I found that I can record videos through here, but it's audio only. So no camera, which is still annoying, but no camera. And that's annoying. I won't lie to you. But hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try something out because I can't risk my phone because there was this one time I went to work. I recorded a video before work and I forgot to charge it. And I think halfway through work, my phone was at 10%. And so I literally was worried because I was like, what if this shit just turns off? You know, what if someone needs me? Because that is something that I worry about every day. Someone needs to reach out to me. Someone needs to talk to me because I'm a person that people depend on. I have a family that I take care of. I know people, here's the thing, the people who watch my content and they don't know me personally, one thing that I need to establish with a lot of you guys is my money does not go into stupid shit anymore. My money goes to bills for my family. So much so to where literally 90% of my check always goes to them. And let me get into finances a little later. Now, you guys, some of y'all know this, but I've gone not broke per se, but just struggling. You know, I struggle financially. And I know some of y'all may not see that because if you look at my background, you look at the posters I have, you see that there's some toys in the back. And a lot of that stuff I bought when I was young and stupid. And I'm still young and stupid, but I was younger. And I regret, but honestly, that's another thing that I learned on my own. Buying this toy shit, these Funko Pops, these fucking Hot Toys. Why is it that 40-year-old men in movie talk glamorize buying a fucking $300 Captain America statue? That shit just collect dust and stands there. And I won't lie to you. I've sold a lot of this, but at the same time, I want to sell all of it sometimes. Except my movies. I always want to keep my movies because Sometimes the internet goes out and I'm like, hey, if I want to watch a movie, there it is. I like physical media. I don't go collecting it, but the movies I do have, these are movies I love. I love movies still, you know, but a lot of that stuff I bought when I was younger. But now that I'm a little older and I have far more responsibilities, when I look at that shit, all I'm thinking is, man, I could have made more money on that. But anyways, I take care of my mom, my sister. I take care of all these people in my life. And that's why it pisses me off so much that YouTube demonetized me. Because part of what incentivized me to do YouTube was monetary reasons. And I know a lot of you guys, especially those who don't do YouTube, a lot of you guys are going to be so like, oh, Isaac, that's so shallow. Oh, why do you care about money? Well, the thing is, money does help, okay? I know that's something that a lot of people, because for some reason you got these like rich white girls, Emily, age 16, BLM, all cops are bad, support Ukraine, like them motherfuckers, the ones that have never had any real struggles in their life. It's always them that are like, money's not that important. What matters is family. What matters is friends. And look, that is true. Except money does matter. Obviously, friends and family matter. But money matters significantly more, because I'm sorry to tell you this, but Emily, who do you think pays for that nice-ass house with 10 bedrooms, even though you only got a family of 4? How do you think that shit's paid for? Do you just think that someone gave it to you? No, we don't live in fucking, I don't know, Wonderland? I don't freaking know. No. Food, water, all of this shit, those little papers with presidents on it, that shit is important. That shit is what gives us everything we need. And it even is a status of power, honestly. Because millionaires can do whatever the fuck they want. A poor person, let's say they invest the wrong $10, that might mean that they have to starve for the next month. Honestly. And so when YouTube demonetized me, and the reason why they did, is they said that I can't upload TikToks here. And these were my TikToks. This wasn't like shit. And there's times that I've done it like once or twice. But they specifically said it was because of TikToks that I posted of me. My own TikToks. The ones that I could record. And I never found that an issue because YouTube never told me. In fact, YouTube allowed those videos to be monetized. They had the green dollar sign. And for some reason now it's an issue. And I hate that because YouTube at times has helped me pay stuff and it's helped me do a lot of things, And it's frustrating that they just took it away without warning, without hesitation. I've contacted them many times through Twitter. And every time they've said, oh, we're going to help you out. Let's just make sure we do this, you do that. And then they've yet to. I filed an appeal. They rejected my appeal, not because I was wrong or I said anything wrong. The reason why they rejected my appeal is because I didn't edit it in a way where it was more fancy, or I had to put screenshots or stuff like that. And I was like, motherfucker, you're making me waste my time already. You took away my money, because you did take away my money. YouTube, you have taken away my money, because I made money on those EDP videos. I made money on these other videos. And the thing is, YouTube doesn't give you that money unless you break the $100 threshold. I wasn't there yet, but I was going there. So now the money I made on those videos, YouTube literally just has it on hold. In fact, they probably took it. I probably won't be, like, let's say that I get monetized tomorrow. I probably won't have that money, which is fucking annoying. But hey, I got to move on. I got to figure out other ways. And apparently I can't reappeal until December 6th. Yeah. I'm being 100% truthful with you guys. YouTube said I can't reappeal till December. So essentially that means that from now, September 11th, yes, today is 9/11. I don't know when I'm uploading this video, but from September 11th to December, we have October and November. I will not make a single dime, a single penny from YouTube. Even if a video of mine cracks $1 million, I'm not going to make a single fucking dollar. And it's frustrating because when I did YouTube for these last few years, that incentivized me to make every video possible and make sure that I'm showcasing as much as I can. And this is still my dream. This is still my dream. I want to do this full time. I want to one day have that fucking YouTube plaque that says you reached 100K subscribers. I want to be able to make money on this. I want to be able to make this a career. I want to make sure I can do that so I can prove every person that's ever doubted me wrong. Because that's the thing about me. I like proving people wrong. I like proving people by my mentality. I'm the best way I can describe myself. And you guys have heard me talk about this, is I like this scene from a movie called Unbroken. And to quickly summarize what the movie is, it's this American track athlete. I believe he won an Olympic medal, whatever. He got drafted to World War II, and he got captured by Japanese soldiers. And in the movie, he's being tortured, he's malnourished, they barely feed or give him any water at all. And there's a scene where he's being tortured by the main Japanese commander. And he's told to carry this heavy plank of wood over his head. And if he drops it, he gets shot. And this is heavy. His legs are trembling. And if he drops it, he gets shot. And he holds it there for a long, long time. And he starts screaming. He's like, it's showing that, hey, he is unbroken. No matter the things that you're doing to him, no matter the obstacles, the things that you're trying to do, that wood plank you put on the top of him, no matter what you do, you're not going to be able to break him. And it angers the Japanese commander so much that he just goes there and starts beating the guy almost to death, but he doesn't die. I want to be that guy. Obviously not torture or anything, but I want to be known as that guy. No matter whether I'm being demonetized, or my laptop isn't working, or if people from Movie Talk shit about me and hate that I did this reboot, no matter who you are, you're not going to break that from me. Because I have a goal and I have a dream. Even though I've had so many ups and downs, that drama I had with David, the Truth 31, and I know I'm going too much into the lore, that drama I had with Mad Max, the fucking Mandalorian, that drama I've had, whether it's people backstage or on streams, Zod Rider, Sil Abdul, no matter the obstacles and the bullshit I've had to endure, and now the drama I have with fucking YouTube themselves, no matter the shit that I've had to jump over, no matter all that, you're not going to break me. You're not going to tell me, quit YouTube, stop with this bullshit. Nah, I'm going to be up. I am one of my idols, Kobe Bryant, that mama mentality. I got that. And that's something I've always had in my life, whether it's back when I was a kid playing soccer, or I don't know, when I was doing bad in school, I would try to study as much, even though I had fucking ADHD and everyone around me treated me like I was a fucking arsler. All these things, all these obstacles I've had in my fucking life, all this stuff. Even another example, I'm fucking 5'6" and I've dated women. So there's so many short guys out there who are like, oh, I can't date a girl. Oh no, they only want a guy that's 6 foot feet. I've had literally motherfuckers who are like 5'10" tell me about how like women don't like them because they're short. I'm like, motherfucker, you're 5'10". You know that not every woman is like 6'5". Most women are short, right? Like especially with Hispanic women, there's Hispanic women. The average height for a Hispanic woman is probably like 4'9", honestly. They're short as fuck. Like, what are you complaining about? That's the thing. That's the thing about me. You're not going to put me down. That if I have a goal and if I have a dream, I'm going to set out for it. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure I got that. No one's stopping me. No one is. I don't care who you are. I'm going to do my very best. Even if it's YouTube themselves who wrongfully, this isn't even a debate to be had, but they wrongfully demonetized me. I'm still going to fight. I'm still going to grind. And when December 6th comes back or comes around, I'm going to be right there in the pedestal, and I'm going to say, hey, this is my time. You know, they always say hard work beats talent any day. But the thing about hard work is also taking the opportunity. So whenever you work hard, whenever you finally have that chance to showcase it, you better not choke. It's like Messi in the World Cup. You know, Messi's this great player, won many Ballon d'Ors, won many Champions League, many La Ligas. But once it got to the World Cup final, he might have failed that first time. But that second time, he made sure to take that chance. Because at that point, it didn't matter anything else. What mattered is he going to get that cup? And that's going to be me. One day, and I guarantee you this. I guarantee all of you guys. This isn't a maybe or, oh, maybe I could do this. What if I could do this? I'm going to tell you guys this once and for all. And mark my words. One day I will reach 100,000 subscribers. And you're going to see me opening a box with a 100K plaque in there, and I'm gonna kiss it, and I'm gonna do dirty things. I'm kidding, but no matter all the people who have told me that, because even in my real life, I've had people tell me, Isaac, you're wasting too much time on this. Isaac, oh, I don't think this is possible. To all you motherfuckers who have doubted me, who have said all these things, I'm gonna do it. I am. And you can either be a part of that or you won't, and that's okay. That's okay. But don't tell me who I am or what I am. Don't determine who I am. I've let everyone determine me for so long that at this point, why am I wasting time listening to others? I've let everyone tell me what I should or shouldn't do. When I was doing movie talk, no one told me, oh, stop with the toys, stop with the camera, stop with the equipment. You don't need this shit. You just need to be yourself. No one did. No one pulled me to the side and said, hey, Isaac, you're focusing too much on this shit. You're young. You should do other things. No one told me that. And then in my real life, you have motherfuckers telling me all these weird shit things. Like, it's just annoying. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Especially because I'm a very private person. I don't like putting my private life out there. It's like this stuff about me being financially struggling, you know, the only reason why I even revealed this is because I know a lot of people are going to be telling me, oh, if your laptop's broken, why don't you get it fixed? Why don't you just buy a new one? I can't. I fucking can't. I hate that so much. I hate when people tell me to spend money on things. It's like, oh, okay, you think it's that easy? Why don't you just send me the fucking money? Why don't you just do that? Why am I having to listen to you give me this gay ass shit about how, oh my God, Isaac, you can't afford a laptop? It's not that. I can. But the thing is, I don't put that money into a laptop because there's so much other stuff that I need to pay off to do. You know, I ran into this high school friend of mine, or not high school friend, but this high school acquaintance I had like a month or so ago. And we were just talking. They worked at this little like fast food place. They're doing college, I think. And he asked me, you know, like, hey, you know, where do you live? And I told him, yeah, I live with my mom. And without asking me anything else, he just laughed. I'm like, what's so funny? He's like, oh, you still live with your parents? I'm like, no. I don't live with my parents. I live with my mom. But guess what? I pay for most of the bills around here. You know, and I hate that because it's like he made this quick assumption without asking me. And I obviously didn't try to sound pissed. Like it was more, I wasn't pissed in the moment. I was pissed after. It's a little weird. Like I don't know. It was annoying, but it pissed me off just that someone made that assumption of me when easily they could have, I don't know. And to laugh like that, like, is that shit really funny? You know? Is it really that hilarious that it makes you burst out laughing while you're working in a broke ass fast food joint? And by the way, no disrespect to anyone that does that, but like, don't tell me I'm broke. Don't tell me all this shit. Like, you don't know me. All right? I don't know, but you know, it's just, it is what it is. And so the update, man, this video isn't even really an update video. It's just me just fucking rambling on. This is essentially a podcast at this point, which you're going to get used to that because my videos are going to start feeling like podcasts. Not in length, but more just that I'm talking and you're not seeing anything besides like pictures on the screen. But essentially, the update I want to talk about is that you're going to see more videos like this. Now, when it comes to the finances stuff, what I want to do is I'm still going to upload videos. I know I didn't upload this weekend. I think it's been 2 days in a row now that I've not uploaded. That's the first time I've done that in a while. But I'm still going to give my 100%. All the obstacles I've had, all the shit that YouTube has thrown at me, I've jumped over them. That you're the plank of wood. All the stuff that I talked about, the drama I've had with other people, the people who think that I can't do this, the YouTube now demonetizing me. It's the plank of wood, and I'm there. My legs may be shivering. I look like I'm struggling. Blood is running through my head. But hey, the only way I'm falling is if you have to push me. That's the only way. But me on my own, I ain't falling. And that's the 100% truth. That is everything I can give you. And that is my videos. That's all my videos are going to be me giving my 100% honesty. Whether it's my vlogs, whether it's my main channel videos, whatever it is, I'm going to do everything I can to reach that dream. I have that dream, and I'm not letting anyone get in the way. And so some of the things I'm going to try doing in the meantime while I'm demonetized. I think the videos I make here, I think I'm going to add to another site. Still trying to determine which one it is. In the comments, you guys can let me know some ideas. You guys can let me know what exactly I should choose. I'm considering maybe like Rumble. I don't know if is Kick uploading too, because I know Kick is a live streaming site, but I'm considering having that other site, having another site, and just upload the videos I make and put them there too. There won't be exclusive content there. It's just gonna be like, if YouTube decides to terminate me, if they decide anything like that, I'm just gonna have that site already established. But some other things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try seeing if I can drop some merch. I know no one's gonna buy it, but I still would like that option, if someone wants to support. But first, I want to focus on trying to make it good, because I don't just want to release like boring like stuff that's just my logo and then that's it. I want to see what things I can add, some cool things that I think people would like. Try to find a site that's cheap and reliable. I'm gonna see what I can do with that. But there will be merch soon. Don't expect any of you to buy it, but it's just gonna be there as an option. So much love to anyone who will or won't. I don't know. But another thing is I'm gonna try to open up a Patreon. The Patreon, what I'm gonna try doing there is I'm gonna have some early access stuff there, or there might be some exclusive stuff. It won't be like too important. Like it'll be like something small, But one idea that I have is that I'm gonna open a Patreon, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop my vlogs there like a day early, maybe a couple of days early, and then upload them full on YouTube like a couple of days after. And I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know, nor do I think it's that important. But I'm gonna try doing that. And still the grind's gonna continue. I'm gonna try uploading every time I can. Right now I've had to do certain things to help me financially, whether it's more time at work, whether it's selling, old stuff I have, because I think honestly, sooner rather than later, you're probably going to see a lot of my room empty. Not my posters though. I'm going to keep the posters. Even then, the posters wouldn't sell because there's like holes in them already. Some of y'all weirdos are going to think for specific reasons, but it's just because I put nails on them, or not nails, but pins, so that they can pin on the wall. But I'm doing a lot of things I can. For a certain amount of time, you guys might not even see my face. You guys are going to have to see videos like this where it's just my audio. And I'm still going to do my best, showcase my personality, because I think that's what people like the most about me or about any other YouTuber in general. Mr. Beast, if you look at Mr. Beast's oldest videos, it's literally just him with the little kid voice playing Minecraft. So if he was able to do what he eventually became, then hey, let's see what I can do. The sky's the limit. And in fact, not even the sky, because we've gone to the moon, we've gone to space. The sky is not the limit. It's the limit for some of y'all, but it ain't my limit. So that's essentially all I wanted to say. I feel like this was more of a personal video rather than just an update video. But no, life's been hard. I believe in living in the now. That's obviously the quote I have here. And sometimes it's hard to live by that with all the bullshit, with all the stuff around me, with everyone doubting every single thing I do. But, at the end of the day, I have 3 things that I just got to tell everyone. Stay sober, stay sexy, and live in the now. They might be generic to you guys at this point. Some of y'all find that cringy. Some of y'all might think that's stupid or silly. But at the end of the day, cool. That's your opinion. To me, the only opinion I care about is God's. Judgment day will come. And he'll be the only one judging me when that day comes. Y'all may think all the things I'm doing is silly, stupid. Maybe some of y'all probably think I'm going crazy or whatever. But to me, this is just what I've always wanted to do. And I believe one day we'll all die. Obviously, that's not a hot take. That's not a new thing I'm telling you guys. Obviously, we're all going to die someday. That's one of the life's most certain things. Death, taxes, and me saying stupid shit. But essentially, we're all going to die one day. We're going to be on our deathbeds or wherever we die. Some of y'all may die in a car crash, old age, cancer, gunshot, whatever. We don't know. So one day we're going to die. The question is, what was the life we had before that? Because when you die and you have a funeral, people are going to talk about you. People are going to bring up your past. Maybe you were a good leader. Maybe you were a father. Your kids or grandkids loved you. Maybe you were a teacher and your students loved you. Maybe you were a soccer coach and your players liked you. Maybe you're a famous musician. Maybe people loved your music. You see people till this day talk about Biggie or Tupac or Michael Jackson. You still see people talk about them. And the same applies to YouTubers. I think one day Mr. Beast will die, and now he has the legacy of being this charitable man who dominated YouTube for years. Same thing with a lot of other YouTubers. So the question is, what's the legacy you leave behind? When I die, I want people to know that I was a guy who followed his dreams, a guy who had ambition, and a guy who had a mentality of a warrior. I may have not been the strongest person. I may not even be the best talker. Maybe I'm not the best YouTuber. Maybe I'm not the best. But I definitely have the most ambition. I have the most drive. One of the scariest things in life is a man who has nothing left to lose. Because what more are you going to do for them to lose, essentially? And again, when my laptop broken with my YouTube demonetizing me, what more do I got to lose? Oh, termination? I'd like to see them try. I've never received a strike or anything like that. Actually, I don't want to see them try. In fact, scratch that YouTube if you're watching this. Please don't. But I don't know, man. It's hard. It definitely is. It's especially harder when it feels like there's like a scope around you. It feels like my every move is crucial to the future. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. If you guys want to stick around, if you don't, it is what it is. That's just life. That's just life. So, those are some updates I want to talk about, get off my chest. Everything I think, everything that's kind of been going around. There's not much else I can say besides I'm gonna still upload. Maybe not every day because I don't think I have enough content to talk about everyday things. But you'll definitely be seeing me do everything I can to provide you with quality stuff. And that's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. And I'm not my videos aren't going to be this long. I don't want all my videos to be long unless they have to, but occasionally I'm going to have these kinds of talks. I think it's important to talk. I think that's something I also learned along the way. I think it's important to talk about things, to just kind of let what you think out there. When I was in movie talk, I felt like it was this bubble where I could only talk about certain things, and where it was like, oh, let's act as if this is the biggest deal ever, and it's just some fucking, oh my god, Kevin Feige announced an Avengers movie. Like, oh my god, what a surprise! Marvel announced an Avengers movie. I would have never guessed. And the people who in movie talk who are usually popular, a lot of them are just fucking annoying. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, motherfuckers like Grace Randolph. Like, you're telling me I could go out for like coffee with her? Like, I feel like that motherfucker would be on the phone talking about like, oh, the scooper told me that freaking Kang the Conqueror is gonna show up in Avengers Kang Dynasty. Like, oh my god, I would have never guessed that. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like not enough good conversations were had. And maybe I know some of you, especially you older cats out there. I know a lot of you older cats are gonna watch this and think, oh my god, Isaac's young. He's going through his weird like opening the world phase or whatever. I don't fucking know, but no, I'm gonna tell you the 100% truth. I keep it a buck. I'm not one of these fake ass motherfuckers that needs to wear a mask or something like that. I'm not one of these fake ass motherfuckers who will go out on Twitter and upload a fake Flash review. Like, I'm not one of these motherfuckers. I just keep it a buck. And if you don't like that, cool. That's up to you. You got free will. At the end of the day, we all have free will. If you don't like me, that's cool. Just leave. Leave me a DM me or whatever. Do whatever. It's free will. It really is. So I don't know. But to the doubters out there, I just gotta tell you that one day I will succeed. One day, that name Dundo, and I talked about the origin. I had it on a community page why exactly I chose that as my name. But one day you'll see that name pop up everywhere. You're gonna see people trying to get clout off using that name, or you'll probably see some guy wearing merchandise that has that word on it or something like that. I'm going to be so popular that word is going to change its meaning. It's not just going to be a Salvadoran word. It's not going to be known as the YouTuber. You know what I mean? Like, I guarantee you nowadays, if you search a beast, you look at Mr. Beast. People, when you leave a legacy, you change things around you. Like EDP changed cupcakes forever. I'm just kidding. But, I mean, that is true, but, I'm going to leave that impact. And you can be with me or not. And I'm not going to let anyone stop me from that. And when I make that money from YouTube, and by the way, if you do end up supporting my Patreon or merch or whatever, all that money probably won't go to stuff like this, but it'll go to my bills. But if I eventually make more than that, all of that will be invested into a good computer. I want to figure out how to stream daily because I think I'd be a good streamer, honestly. Honestly, if I put my mindset to streaming, I feel like I'd be the best streamer. Like Aiden Ross, Kai Cenat, iShowSpeed, none of these guys have anything on me. I think I'd be goated. But hey, that's just, some of y'all are going to look at that as crazy. But the thing is, people might find me crazy for having these dreams. I find people crazy for not having dreams. That's just how I roll. But anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.